Guys, I cannot believe that we are a month away from our trip to Jamaica. I can't wait to go to Harmon's with you guys. It's going to be a great trip. Can't wait to see what God does through you guys and through me. If you were not at our meeting last week, I just wanted to go over a few things with you that you need to know for our trip so that you guys can be preparing everything that you need. One thing that you guys need to remember is that packing for New Orleans, I'm sorry, for Jamaica, not New Orleans, packing for Jamaica is totally different than any other trip you've ever been on. What I mean by that is that you will need to bring your own personal items, like work clothes and things like that, and try and pack those all into your carry-on bag as much as possible, because your carry-on bag is what you'll be taking home with you. So make sure that you pack as much in your carry-on. You can take one carry-on and a backpack usually. Other than that, you're not allowed to carry anything else on the plane. So make sure that you guys pack all your stuff. For work clothes, what I do is I usually go to Goodwill and I will get about 5 pairs of old basketball shorts and 5 or 6 old t-shirts, and then once I'm done with my week there in Jamaica, I just leave that stuff there for the Jamaicans and for the thrift store that they run through One by One Ministries. So they try and encourage us to leave as much stuff as possible. Same thing with my shoes. You don't need heavy-duty work boots for the week, but you do need closed-toed shoes like tennis shoes or hiking shoes, and I encourage leaving those behind as well. Last year what I did was I took a pair of old tennis shoes and a pair of flip-flops, and I left my old tennis shoes in Harmon's and just wore my flip-flops in Ocho Rios and on the way home on the plane. And then anything else that you cannot fit in your carry-on, you can put a few things into our checked baggage. But the way checked baggage works is that most of our checked baggage, 99% of what's going in it, will be stuff that we are donating to the ministry there. So what you need to do is you need to find two large square or rectangle soft side suitcases that you can leave in Jamaica, because what happens is the Jamaicans that live there live in very small houses, or really they're like huts, and they use those as their closets in their houses, those soft side suitcases. So we like to leave those for them. So go to Goodwill or find a family member or somebody that might have a soft side suitcase that they wouldn't mind donating. And then what will happen is on June 7th, I believe it is, which is a Thursday, we will be coming together at 7 o'clock at the church, and we need everyone there that night because it's a very important packing party. What we will do is we will need you to bring all the stuff that you're donating. You should have gotten a list from us of all the different kinds of things that need to be donated. Clothes, especially children's clothes, school supplies, anything like that. Bring that with you, but don't pack it yet because we're going to pack all that stuff together. Don't bring winter clothes, of course. It is Jamaica. They don't wear winter clothes that often. And don't bring any really large sizes. Just bring children's clothes and smaller size stuff. And then you'll also need to make sure that you bring your food items. We will get you a list of the specific food items that you need to bring. It might be a can of peanut butter or whatever, but everybody needs to bring at least 1 can of corn. I believe you also need to bring 1 can of green beans and 2 rolls of toilet paper. You need to make sure that you guys bring that to the packing party as well. Everybody needs to bring a can of corn, can of green beans, and 2 rolls of toilet paper. And then also don't forget that you need to bring some kind of breakfast cereal or breakfast bars or Pop-Tarts or something that you will eat for breakfast for the week. Breakfast will be on you. So bring cereal, bring breakfast bars, bring a pack of Pop-Tarts, and and that's what you will eat for breakfast the whole week. Lunch and dinner will be prepared for us, but you do your own breakfast there on the campus. Also, don't forget to look at the what to bring list that was sent to you. That will tell you everything else to bring. But they could also use tools and other kind of donated items. What will happen is we'll come together on June 7th and on that night, and then we'll get all the suitcases. You'll have your suitcase, and we'll put piles of different things, like all the green beans in one pile, all the cans of corn, and then we'll tell everybody, go get a couple cans of green beans and put that in your bag, and then we'll start wrapping the clothes up. Start gathering now Walmart bags or grocery bags, plastic grocery bags, because they make we will line the suitcases with that, because they will use those in their thrift store, as well as us wrapping our clothes and wrapping any kind of liquids and stuff up in those, and then duct taping them so they're just little balls of stuff that we'll put into our bags. But we will try and pack our bags, our checked luggage, as close to 50 pounds a bag as possible. That way we can take as much stuff down to the ministry that we can. So very important that you're there June 7th for the packing party, and that you get all that stuff together. If you have not gotten us your passport information, you need to get Maria your passport information. That means that you need to send us a copy of your passport so that we can have it. We can get the passport number to the airlines so that we can get everything set up for that. Also, make sure that you have all your forms filled out. There should be a form for 1x1 that you need to filled out, as well as the form for OBC that needs to be filled out. You can get those at olathabible.org. And then also make sure that you're getting your money in. Don't forget that May 27th is the final due date for all of your money. So hopefully you guys have been doing your fundraisers and doing everything else and raising your money for your trip. I'm trying to think of anything else that you need to know about that. You also need to know that you need to bring some spending money for the trip. They suggest around $100 to $200 in spending money. Let me tell you kind of what that's about. You will be buying snacks or food in the airport. Also lunch on the day that we arrive there is kind of on our own. We won't eat until we get to the Harmony House in Harmons, which is about dinner time. So you will want to eat something on the road, because the bus ride that goes from Montego Bay up to Harmons is about 3.5 hours, and you're going to want something to eat. So bring some money for food and snacks. Also, while we're in Harmons, there at the Harmony House, the ministry, they have sodas and pop and I think Gatorades and that kind of stuff that you can buy while you're there for $1 or $2. And so make sure you bring money for that. And then also they have a smoothie night where you can purchase smoothies that are fresh, like literally pick the pineapples and the mangoes straight that day, and then make the smoothies. They're awesome. So bring some money for that. And then also they have a craft night the end of the week there at the Harmony House, where they bring in souvenirs and different things from people in the community. And they ask that if you're going to buy souvenirs in Jamaica, to try and not buy them in Ocho Rios, but buy them at the craft night, because the money goes towards the people in Harmons. And then they also have a challenge for us to give money just to the ministry that night. So, and then you'll also need money in Ocho Rios. Lunch there will be on your own on our last day. We will have dinner together, but lunch will be on your own. And then if you want to buy souvenirs, or if you want to go snorkeling, is usually about $10. And then if you want to climb the waterfalls, the Dunn's River Falls, which I highly suggest, great thing to do, so much fun, it's $20 to do that. So just make sure you bring spending money, and we'll be good to go. As always, if you have any questions about what to bring or about what you need to do, feel free to email me at dustyd@olathabible.org, and I'll try and answer all your questions. I can't wait for the trip. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that you guys have been praying about it, and I'll talk to you soon. Look for a new post here, probably the first of next week. Have a great day. Bye.